statement.
When?
Alright, students, welcome to the second part of this lecture. We're talking about mole, molar mass, and number of particles of a compound. What you need to remember is that 1 mole contains Avogadro's number of particles, which is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd particles. And 1 mole equals the molar mass in grams, which we discussed in the periodic table. Alright, note to self, and this may be on your quiz, particles for ionic compound are called formula units. Formula units. Can you see the thing?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so we have 129 grams of sodium chloride, and we need to transfer them into a mole. Okay, here we go. We did this before. 129 grams NaCl, 1 mole of NaCl, and on the bottom, whatever you have on the top to the left needs to transfer. On your previous calculation, you found that NaCl right here has a molar mass of 58.443. Is this correct?
Yes.
So you put it down 58.443 grams of NaCl. Close your bracket, and here we go. What can I cancel? Well, I have grams of sodium chloride and grams of sodium chloride. I know that I'm looking for moles, and here are my moles on top, so I'm in really good shape. The next step is you show me what it looks like on your calculator. That would be 129 times 1 divided by 58.443. And your final answer is what?
27.
129 divided by 58.443 is, which is 2.21, and your answer is in moles. Oh, can you see that?
No.
And your answer is in moles. Box it in, you have your moles, which is what I'm looking for, 2.21 moles. Okay? Alright, let's look at the next one. On our next problem, I have 2.566 moles of sodium chloride, and I'm changing them to particles. So I start my railroad again, 2.566 moles of sodium chloride. You write down what's given, you open up your railroad, and you know, in particles, you know that 1 mole of sodium chloride has how many particles, class?
2.
Has Avogadro's number of particles, which is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd particles. I cancel my moles, and I'm left with particles, which is what I want. So here are my particles that I'm requesting, and here's what I found. Particles of sodium chloride. And I have 2.566 times, let me move that, 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd, all that divided by 1. And class, what did you get as an answer?
84.
1.545 times 10 to the power of 24 particles. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you include the correct unit in your answer. Okay?
What does it say after
1.54, I'm going to rewrite it. times 10 to the power 24. Alright? Alright, the next one that I have is 7.8884. I go from particles to moles. So underline what you need to get. You need to get moles. So you write down what you have given. Let me move that up. Set of particles, I'll just write down part. And I'm going to moles, so I know how many particles are in one mole. Times 10 to the power of 23 particles. Very good. That's a 10 of FeCl2. And what do I get? That's for 1 mole of FeCl2. Particles and particles cancel. And you have your top in moles, which is exactly what you want, and you know you're on the right track. Next thing, just write down briefly how you're gonna plug this into the calculator, and it will look like 7.8884 times 10 to the 24th times 1. All that divided by 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. And class, what do we get? Make sure you include the correct unit in your answer, and the answer is 13.10. Alright, are we good?
No. Play it.
Okay. So here we did 3. Now we'll do 3 more. Alright, the next one. Next one is 3.5 times 10 to the 18 particles of FeCl2. Open up your railroad, and I'm going to grams. So I know that 1 mole FeCl2. This one is different. Watch me here. 1 mole of FeCl2 from my previous study, FeCl3 is 126.751. But I have to change it into particles first, right? So 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd particles and 1 mole FeCl2 is what? I'm going to grams. From this previous study, I know it's 126.751, so I put down 126.751 grams. And as you see, I'm left in grams. Can somebody tell me how many grams I get? Anybody? So I do 3.5 times 10 to the 18 times 1 times 126.751 divided by 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. And if I take my calculator, I'll find out it's 7.37 times 10 to the negative 4th. Can you see that? I'm gonna write it down here, 7.37 times 10 to the negative 4th, and that will be in grams. Again, don't forget to have the same. If you want grams, grams needs to be the last unit on top, and you need to put grams in your answer document. Okay? All right, now let's go to the last two that are probably maybe the most challenging. And for the last two, let me lift it up for you. And for the last two, I will just take out a bigger piece of paper. There we go. Are we ready? So let me write this one down.
Oh.
I have 3.4 moles of zinc nitrate. And I want to go from moles to grams.
That's not mine.
So I know that 1 mole of zinc nitrate is how many grams? So what do I need to put on top, guys? I know my final result needs to be in grams, right? So what unit needs to go on top?
1 mole.
No, that's on the bottom.
Gram.
That's right, Matthew. Grams of zinc nitrate. So here's what it will look like. Are you ready? How many zincs do I have?
1, 2, 3.
All right. Well, if you look at your previous page, you'll see on your previous page when we did our calculation, how much is 1 mole of zinc nitrate? 189.388, right? So 189.388. You got that from the previous calculation. And there's your grams. Next step is, show me what this will look like on the calculator.
No, you're not doing that. To challenge it.
Alright. And what do you get for your final answer?
You want that one? Sure.
What did you get? 643. So 92 if we round it. And that is in grams of zinc nitrate. Okay. Here, grams.
Wait, miss, wait.
I'm not moving it.
My room.
Okay, ready? May I continue?
It's time to go, miss.
All right, the last problem involves also zinc nitrate. I will merely just move this page to another site. And what you have here is, first of all, you want it in particles, right? But you have 4.89 grams of zinc nitrate. And now you want to change it to moles, because remember, you must have moles in your calculation. So you go, well, 1 mole of zinc nitrate. Can somebody tell me what the number was that we got? That's right. Okay. So now I got from grams and I'm in moles, but where do I really want to be? Particles. So now I go from moles to what? To particles, that's right. So how many particles are in 1 mole, class? That's right, 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd particles. So if I cancel my moles here, and I should be left in particles, and the particles are on top and everything else cancels out. This is how you know that what you did was correct. So quickly show me how this looks like in a calculator. So you'll plug in 4.89 times 1 times 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. All that divided by 189.388 times 1. And you plug it in. Did somebody plug it in already? And what do you get?
Richard, what do you want, bro?
Can you speak up really loud, please? 1.56?
ACL.
That's it? Okay, times 10 to the power of what? And here are your particles. And voila, there it is.
Not gonna get
All right, you can stop that.